Today I'm here with
Melissa.
Hi Melissa. So what can people take away from your poster presentation?
Yes, so my poster actually explores the self-reflections of exercise science students after attending a lecture on weight, stigma, and bias. And essentially what we got from the results was that this lecture actually was able to increase the students' self-awareness of weight bias and stigma and its harms on patient care, but also just on how people feel in general. And also it prompted students to want to engage more with people living in larger bodies, to understand them better, and to create inclusive spaces for them and use sensitive language so that we can actually support this inclusive care. But yeah.
That's so interesting. And have you seen another presentation here that has piqued your interest?
So I'm biased, but there's my colleague Adelaide Waters. She actually did her posters on defining terms such as weight discrimination, weight bias, and weight stigma, which is really important in research because you want to be able to properly identify these terms and standardize these terms when we are talking about it as researchers. Yeah,
I agree. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Today I'm here with
Adelaide.
Hi Adelaide. So what's the takeaway from your presentation today?
Yeah, of course. So the main takeaway is really, I hope that people can look at my project and better define terms weight bias, stigma, and discrimination, because these terms are so important and they're becoming so much more researched. There's growing research on these topics, yet they're quite inconsistently defined throughout the literature. So I hope that they can take away how to better define terminology and use it in the future.
Very cool. And is there another research presentation poster here that sparked your interest or is an interesting one?
Yeah, of course. I really liked Melissa's work where she had students attended a lecture on weight bias and then they reflected on their own personal weight bias attitudes and how that could affect their future practices as future healthcare professionals. And I think it's so important to have students reflect on their own biases before they go out into the world and practice on individuals of higher weight.
Really cool. So we spoke to Melissa and she also said that yours was her most interesting one as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.